Oh, I lost 80k at 20 years old, and no, I wasn't gambling, I was actually investing. This video is different from the other videos. I thought it would be a good time to post this story. And this is a story of how I went from feeling like crypto genius to watching my screen literally evaporate my entire net worth in minutes. So, quick story. As long as I can remember, I was interested in economics, business, and investing. But my real journey started in junior year of high school. My American professor ran this class called Intro to Business, and every week we did mock stock trades. Fake money, but real emotions. The whole class was commenting on whose portfolio will outperform everyone else's, and I really liked that concept in the class. So later, I moved back to Europe, turned 18, and that meant only one thing: investing account time. I bought some stocks, traded them, made some money, then ramped up the sizes of my investments and long term lost money with those stocks. I bought really small and also speculative stocks. But I also bought few cryptos with really small size. Long term, I made some money, but the sizing of those trades was really small. Crypto actually seemed more interesting and more enigmatic. I like the speculative aspects of crypto. And then, last year of high school, my friend introduced me to a thing called BNB and ETH microcap world. So we started trading on ETH and BNB chain. So, if you don't know what microcaps are, so they're basically lottery tickets disguised as investments. Some are genius, but most are straight up scams. So I would say that 99% of those, what's out there in that market are scams. 1% is very speculative project that might end up listed somewhere, and 0.001% of those projects are actually good. And also, good doesn't mean it will do well. Being good is just one small part of the puzzle. So, yeah, it's really speculative, really shady, and yeah, tough market to be in, especially as a 18 or 19-year-old. So, yeah, my friend made some money in that market, and I thought, why not me? We commented on projects and traded them together. Each of us had separate portfolio, but opinions were shared and goals were also shared. We both wanted to make some money on the side. And I bought few coins, lost few hundred, made few hundred, got up few thousand, didn't sell, lost almost everything. And then, like any rational person, the last money I had left, I threw into a decent project. But hear me out. This project was actually good. It had good community. It was on both BNB and ETH chain. They were developing a DEX, and DEX is decentralized exchange, and they had a physical crypto debit card. And that project seems solid. So I had to get in early into that project. I bought at 150k market cap, and then again at 1 million market cap. And I waited. I liked how the project grew. I liked the community. One day I checked my portfolio. My around one $800 investment was now worth 20k. I took 8k in profits, and that I also later lost that by trading futures. That's story for another time. I digress. And with that 8k and the rest in that project, I felt like genius, mastermind, future millionaire. And then it kept pumping. So the part that I stayed in project, the thing that stayed and grew to 30k, then 50k, and lastly to around 80k. So if I didn't take the profit, but when I did take profits, I would have around 160k dollars. But I don't look at those things like that. So my portfolio was worth 80k dollars, and I thought to myself, why not 100k? I just watched my net worth on screen grew bigger than I ever had than anything I had ever seen in my life. I haven't seen that amount of money being actually mine. And no, I'm not selling yet. It has to hit 100k. I deserve it. I'm not selling early again. I grew an appetite, an ego, a fantasy, and yeah, I just wanted to hit 100k. Then I would sell. I said I would sell, and I will sell everything when it reached 100k. I would have sold most of it definitely, and yeah, I would continue investing that. But days passed, price stagnated, it barely moved, and then one day I opened my phone and my 80k turned into $355. Not 35k, not 3.5k, $355. I just stared at my screen, my heart dropped, my world was silent. In a single moment, it went from highest high to one of the worst emotional crashes of my life. Losing 80k at barely 20-year-old taught me one thing: take your profits. Crypto isn't your friend, it's a really competitive world, and no one cares about you. It doesn't care about your dreams, it doesn't care about your plans. It will punish your greed every single time. You have to be professional. You have to be professional. You have to be consistent. Take profit on the way up. Protect your bag. Hard work, consistency, and discipline matters more than those moonshots. And that is how I lost 80k trying to make 100k. A lesson that I learned is that money that didn't mean much at that time, and it was more of a confidence boost, but I didn't have enough for exotic car or new apartment, so I was already living good. So lesson is that real happiness comes from real value. And from trading perspective, as I said, more profits should have been taken during its way up. I did take partial profits. I had to take more profits on the way up. But yeah, that's a quick story time. I also have proof, I have pictures, I have everything, but I'm not comfortable sharing it yet. If you like this kind of video, check out my weekly updates where we look at the markets on a weekly basis. Comment comment on investments, and yeah, maybe we'll play some poker at some point. We'll see. Thank you for tuning in, and see you probably this week. Thank you. Bye bye. I'll put Minecraft parkour video in the background so you can enjoy. Hell yeah.